everybody. We are on lesson 11.2, and that is on page 421 in your colored math books. We are going to learn about degrees today. How are degrees related to fractional parts of a circle? Degrees. All right, well, let's get started. Before we get started, let's know that this symbol right here is degrees. So when you see that, it means degrees. All right. The angle between two spokes on a bicycle wheel turns through 10 over 360 of a circle. What is the measure of the angle between the spokes? What is the measure of the angle between the spokes? Use fractional parts to find the angle measure. Remember yesterday or the lesson before we did fractional parts? Okay, so let me pull this little thing out right here. And it says angles are measured in units called degrees. We just learned about that when I showed you this right here, degrees, remember? Think of a circle divided into 360 equal parts. An angle that turns through 1 over 360 degrees of the circle measures 1 degree. So, if you look and the angle just goes, boop, just a little bit, that's only 1 degree. Just a little bit. 1 degree. Well, this one is going a little bit more, and what they're seeing is it's going 10 over 360 degrees. This one just went 1. Do you see the difference? This one's going more. This one's going, boop, just a smidge. Just a smidgy bit. All right, I'm going to put this one away. That's at the top of your page. I'm putting that one away so you can see that if you still need it. Each 1 over 360 turn measures blank degrees. Let's look back up here. It told us the answer. Measures how many degrees? Measures 1 degree. 1 degree. It went just a little. 1 degree. So 1 over 360 turns would measure how many degrees? So if it did it 10 times, it would measure how much or how many degrees? It would measure 10. That's what this one says right here. 10. So the measure of the angle between the spokes is 10. Because it moved 10 degrees. 10 out of 360 degrees. Because remember, if you start here, this whole, oops, sorry, I just ran into my own finger. Okay, let me try it again. You start here, this whole thing around the circle is 360 degrees. Here, they just moved a smidge, 1. Here, they're moving 10. They moved more. All right, let's try another one. A right angle. Find the measure of the right angle. So step 1. Write 1/4 as an equivalent fraction with 360 degrees as a denominator. Well, how did they get 1/4? 1/4 of the circle is how they got it. We could break the whole thing. We could break this whole thing up into fourths. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So 1/4, one piece of that circle. They broke off and they broke it into fourths. So it's 1/4. Well, I remember when we were doing this in previous lessons, to figure out the denominator or the numerator, whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. Whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. Let's do a practice one right here. 1/3. And let's say that equals something ninths. This is just a review. It doesn't have anything to do with this problem. I'm just trying to review what we've done in previous chapters to get you to remember how to do this with a simpler number so that you can take those skills to this number right here. So remember the saying, whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. Or whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. So what are they doing here to get 9? Are they dividing or are they multiplying? Well, we know that they are multiplying because the number is getting larger. 3 times what equals 9? 3 times 3 equals 9. Whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do the top. So if I multiply that by 3, I have to multiply the top by 3. 1 times 3 equals 3. So we know that those are the same. Those are equal to each other. I also could double check that by doing the butterfly or cross multiplication. When you do 9 times 1 equals 9, 3 times 3 equals 9 to double check. I love to double check my answers. Okay, that was a good quick review. So now let's look down here. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with this problem because 360? Okay, it's okay. Watch what they help us with. 4 times 9 equals 36. So 4 times what equals 360? 4 times 9 equals 36. So 4 times 90. All you have to do is put that 0, and you're going to put a 0 over there. So if I multiply the bottom by 90, let me get a smaller pen here so I can write here. If I multiply this by 90, very hard to see, sorry about that. You're going to have to multiply the top by 90. So 1 times 90 equals 90. You could cross multiply that, and so you would know if that is right. 1, let's do it over here so I have more room, equals 4 times 90 equals 4 times 9 equals 36. Add a 0. 360 times 1 equals 360. All right. So we know that that is correct. We know we're good. All right. Step 2, write 90 over 360 in degrees. An angle that turns through 1 over 360 of a circle measures, remember we just did it back here, it measured 1. But now if it goes 90 over 360 of a circle, it measures, remember 1, this one's angle it turns through 90 over 360 of a circle measures 90. So a right angle measures 90. And they made us do all those steps, but you should have known already from previous lessons that right angle always measures 90. So let's review. How are degrees related to fractional parts of a circle? We know that a turn through 1 over 360 degrees measures 1 degree of a circle. So now we know whatever number is on the top, that's how many degrees it is over 360. Because we know that 360 degrees is a whole circle. All right, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye, everyone.